Sanbonani football lovers, welcome to Sportibong Zikamalambong Nkosi. Please help me grow this channel by liking and subscribing to the channel. Please don't forget ukuthi here you are only sharing sentiment. It's nothing that I can say ukuthi it is approved, but it's all about me voicing out my opinion. So I'm going to talk about Kaizer Chiefs players that are under the age of 25. Let me not say under the age of 25, but from 25 and below, because I believe these players are the future of the Kaizer Chiefs. So being the future of the Kaizer Chiefs simply means if the management can take it upon themselves and decide let's try to have a succession plan for these players, because we know very well as you can see in the screen all those players that are there, it is almost each and every position it is covered, and there's also a bench that can be included in all of those players. And a good thing about that is that these players, if they can be given a fair chance and regular game time, we can see a lot of changes and we can see results. But it is not something that we can say that we can count on right now, but let's plan for it for the future, because that will allow Kaizer Chiefs in the future to cut costs in terms of trying to recruit players, because we know at some point it becomes difficult. As we always say whenever Kaizer Chiefs want to buy players, their price tags they get to be increased. So for us to avoid that, let's try to believe in one of our own and make sure we also trust in our development structure. So these players, as you can see, some of them are a product of the reserve team, some of them we bought them from other clubs. But with age still on their side, it simply means that the Kaizer Chiefs can plan around these players so that they can know if they want the continuity that they so dearly want, they can get it from these players. Players like Mfundo Vilakazi, players like Koz Power Ikotaro, Asanele Velebai, Aiden McCarthy, Naledi Hlongwane, Kabelo Ngwesa, Thulani Mabaso, only to name a few. But as I was counting, you can see I've counted players that are playing in the most crucial positions, and we are covered in those positions for now. And for now, it will be difficult for them to crack into that starting 11. But the only thing that we have to hope for, the management don't make a mistake of releasing these players if they want to have a team that will have a continuity whereby give them time to play and grow together. That will give them that time to understand each other very well. I want to make an example with a team like FC Barcelona from Spain. We know their development, it is La Masia. So La Masia, it is responsible for making sure they train these players from an early young age and give them the proper training so that they can get well developed, and give them all the trainings that are associated with how the senior team does, because it is important for them to do so. Once a player gets to be promoted and get to play for the senior team, already he knows what is expected of him. A player, they know these are the type of formations, these are the type of tactics that we need to try by all means that we adjust to them so that it can be easy for us. That's why we see players like Lamine Yamal, players like Pedri, Gonzalez, Gavi, players like Balde and Fermin Lopez. I've mentioned these players because Barcelona was once in a crisis whereby they couldn't buy players because they were bankrupt, but their development came to their risk by giving them these players, because they know very well whatever that is done in La Masia can also be implemented in the senior team. So that's what Kaizer Chiefs need to focus on, so that it becomes easier for them. So having a succession plan, it simply means that we acknowledge the players that are playing now and the players that have experienced, the senior players. But we know when time goes by, there will be a time whereby you cannot rely on those players, because a player, it is only in their prime only once they reach their prime, and then they pass it. That's when you can say now it's all about the player using experience so that it can help the team in each and every way possible. But these youngsters haven't yet reached their prime, and others will waste their chance to be on their prime, because it's either they are sitting on the bench, or it is difficult for them to unlock their full potential. So the management, one thing that they can do is to make sure they give these players a responsibility, for them to play with the responsibility. If they see they need to, okay, we know that Gaston Sereno age is no longer on his side. Anytime soon, Kaizer Chiefs can decide since you are on your last year on a contract, after that we won't gonna renew your contract. It simply means we need someone who's gonna step in. So who is that player? Can either do or die, it can either be paper too. So that alone simply means we do have a plan of what will happen in the future. We have players like Aboli Lebo, Flavio Silva, Fiacre Ntwari. No, Flavio Silva and Ntwari, their contract ends 2020. Flavio Silva and Ulilepo and Miguel, their contract ends 2027, and then Ntwari ends 2028. In these years that we are counting, we must know okay, by now we already know who is going to be a replacement for these players. Velebai for Lilepo, Hlongwane for Flavio Silva, Ntwari can be Bontle Molefe. For Miguel, it can either be Eden McCart or Rushun Totli, because Rushun Totli, if he comes back from injury, I believe is going to play regularly, and with age favoring him, because he's only 23 years of age. So it simply means he still has a long way to play, because there's a lot of improvement, and also there's a lot that he needs to do in order for him to become an established player. He's a good player, but he's still a youngster. But there are players that I think they are no longer it is no longer acceptable for us to call them as youngsters, especially a player like Ngozi Philenqobo, Samuel Ozwane, Wandile Duba, and a player like Umtutu Shabalala, because they now know how the senior team setup looks like. They've been there for the longest time. So I believe by now we should be relying on them as the players that will make us get the results, and also make sure that they show players like Abong Khwaesa, Mabaso, and Naledi Hlongwane the ropes on how they should do in order for them to succeed. How for them it can be like they are the seniors that are going to guide players like Apo Patman, Apo Velepai, because they know the ins and outs of the club, from the development ranks to the senior team. So it's all about it. Let's have a succession plan whereby we know okay, now the management can now know okay, let's give these players, I think, a minimum of 4 years. Okay, it can happen others can be sold, others it can happen they get to be loaned. But when you loan that player, make it your responsibility to wherever he is going, he gets that regular game time, so that he can get to be shaped to a player that you want as a club, so that it can deliver. Especially a player a player like Umashiane. If Umashiane wasn't refusing to be loaned out in those years that he was refusing, I think by now we could have been an established player. He could be owning that left back position. But things are not going the way we at some point we expect, because life has its own way of making sure that things don't go the way we plan, but they go according to how life decides they happen. So me saying that, it simply means that the decisions cannot be easy, but it is a good idea whereby we know for a fact if this succession plan it is monitored and it is measured, especially the growth of these youngsters, it can be fruitful for us going forward, because we know by year 2028 we know very well that we will have a squad that we know very well that we assembled at an early age. We allowed them to play together, understand each other, and grow with each other, so that when time comes for them to be a one unified team, it becomes easy for us, because it will even give us an opportunity to say that we have a team that is full of players that are South Africans, whereby we won't even have to stress about the foreign quota, things like that. But a club like Kaizer Chiefs, I won't say it is a club that you can say that it can be a team that relies on producing and sell players, but it buys players from teams that produce, especially teams like Stellenbosch. So you have to understand that a team and a team have its own model, the business model, especially Kaizer Chiefs. But I think sometimes change, it is good, because if it's for the better, I think maybe it can be considered to, okay, let's try to do things in this way, because I see it can be a successful plan, especially with the kind of players that I've just mentioned. As you saw on the screen, with these players, their age is below 25. So just imagine, you give them that 4 years, and then 25 is 26, 27, 28. Others are 25 already, others are below, because our last born, I think, it was Batman and Mfundo Vilakazi. They are both sitting on 17 years. So it simply means, no, it's not 17, it's 19 years. So it simply means good for them, room for growth, it is huge, and the ceiling is also, it is high for them to reach, and it is possible, but with only the help of the senior players. If they can also make it their responsibility to make sure that every time when they get a chance, they guide, they nurture these youngsters, these players, so that whenever their time comes, they know what they are ready, because they know what they will be guided in such a way that they'll be taught about the fundamentals of playing those positions. Each and every individual can try to guide each and every player, because we still have players like Duba. We still have players like Aboko's Power Ekotaro. His experience also will come in handy, but in terms of age, he's still young, because he's 24 years of age. We have Bradley Cross. Bradley Cross is also lapaya 23 years of age. We still have Shinga lapaya 25. So another thing that can stand in their way, some of these players, their contracts are not that long. It's only the players that come from it. So we still have players like Aboyansin. Olano Kosa went to that team that plays in Botswana, I think it's Black Lions. So we can see if you fully believe in those youngsters, we know in future, we know what we are bracing ourselves for. But I don't know, what do you think about that?